Hey, what's up everybody? It's Coach Miller in the garage gym. Today I got a special treat for you, something I like to call blood flood training. Let me talk about this for just a minute before we get into the exercises. Every time somebody stretches, and I'm sure everybody's heard this before, in the beginning of practice, before we stretch, coach will always say, go warm up, we don't want to stretch cold muscles. And that's true. When muscles are warmer, they're more pliable, they move easier, and you do get a better stretch. Generally, what we're doing though is a general warm up for the whole body, so everything kind of gets warm, and then we stretch the whole body too. What we're going to do today is we're going to flood a localized muscle with blood and then stretch that area, and we're going to hit it back and forth a few different times, and as the sets go on, you're going to get a great pump and a great stretch. Those two things go hand in hand, and you'll see that today. All right, first exercise. Well, first, also, you'll need some equipment today. We'll need a couple bags full of books. It's ideal to have two. If you have one, that's okay too. A piece of wood. We're going to do some calf raises. So if you have something that you could put your toes up on, that's great, like some books. If not, you can just do it off the ground. That'll work just as fine. But let's get to the first pairing. We got 4 pairings today. We're going to go through each one 3 sets. The very first one here is for the hip flexors. I'm going to call these hip flexor laterals. And what you're going to do is just sit back, try to keep your chest up a little bit, no super slouching. Pick one of your legs up in the air, and you're going to, for 15 reps, try to move it as fast as you can laterally. Okay? Over and back is 1. So like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're trying to move it fast, all right? I got a nice little pump in my hip flexor, and what I'm going to do is just turn it to a half kneeling hip flexor stretch on that left side. So if I move my left leg first, I want that leg down on the stretch, and we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Make sure you have a clock with you today too, so you can track your stretch times. They're all going to be 30 seconds to a minute. Okay? So once I've done this left side, I did 15 laterals, 30-second stretch, sit back down. Okay, and now I'm going to do the right side, same thing. All right, stretch that right side, 3 sets of that combination. All right, that's exercise 1. Exercise 2, here's the calf raise we were talking about. Find a piece of wood, a couple books. Like I said, the floor works as well. And you're just going to stand on here, and we're going to calf raise, come on down. If you can pause at the top without losing your balance, that's what you want to do, okay? If you want to hold on to something, you can do that as well, because we're looking to get a lot of blood into the muscle. Not really work on our balance or anything like that today. We got 15 reps here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stretch the hamstrings. We're going to do a forward fold. So it looks like this. Just sit on your butt. And we're going to stretch forward this way. What a lot of people don't realize is that the calf muscle and a few other muscles of the lower leg actually cross over the knee joint. So they cross over the gastroc anyway, crosses over the ankle joint and the knee joint, and it can inhibit hamstring flexibility. Most people think, oh, my hamstrings are tight, I got to stretch my hamstrings. Really, you might need to stretch your calves, or at least pump them up full of blood, and then stretch your hamstrings, so these structures get the pliability that they need to actually release that hamstring and let it stretch a little bit. Okay. Another thing in the forward fold stretch here, I don't want to see you reaching for those toes. Think more about taking your head and shoulders out over top of your knees. So if you grab a hold here, just pull gently. We're not trying to crush these stretches, okay, but we're just trying to hold a decent medium stretch. All right, so you got 15 calf raises and then a 1-minute forward fold, 3 sets of that, okay? Pairing number 3, we've got bicep curls. All right, so you can use, if you have some weights, if you have some dumbbells, if you have a barbell, you can absolutely use those. I got a couple bags here, and what we're going to do is come on up. We don't want to go fast here, because most likely if you're using bags, the load's pretty light, and you're looking at 15 reps. You can even hold at the top and pause to get a little bit extra contraction, a little bit more blood flow. All right, so we got 15 reps of bicep curls, and then the pairing with this is a shoulder extension stretch. And if you've been in the gym with me, we've done this a lot. I know a lot of groups, a lot of teams have done this stretch with me in the past. We're going to just pump our chest up, keep our legs straight, and we're trying to get our pinkies closer together, right? We don't want to be all the way out here. Put those pinkies a little closer together and reach them out. And a lot of people actually really struggle in this position. Make sure you're trying to keep your elbows straight. A lot of people want to bend here and get a big stretch in the pec, but we want to keep those elbows straight, and you'll really start to feel this through your elbow, and then your lower bicep is also going to get a big stretch. This is 15 reps of bicep curls, 1 minute shoulder extension stretch. You've got 3 rounds of this as well. Okay, so there's your shoulder extension. And then the final exercise today is again with the bag. We're going to do a trap raise. So we're just going to go here and shrug the shoulder up to the ear. You got 15 reps of this. Okay, hold at the top, pause again, use a dumbbell, a kettlebell, something heavier if you like. If you have a 5-gallon bucket of paint lying around, that would also work. All right, so you're going to shrug up 15 reps, get some blood in the trap, and then what you're going to do is hold the bag still and stretch out this way. So if we're working the left side, we're going to pull our head to the right and just gently stretch that trap area in the upper neck. Okay? What's different about this one and the other one that we had to do all back and forth on is you're not going to switch sides. You're going to do 3 sets right in a row on a single side for the trap raise and stretch. Okay, so you got 15 reps, 30-second stretch, 15 reps, 30-second stretch, and then 15 reps, 30-second stretch. At that point, this should feel nice and blown up and full of blood. Go to the other side and repeat. All right, everybody. Good luck on today's workout. Have patience in that stretching portion. Allow things to open up naturally. And I think from set 1 to set 3 on all of these pairings, you're going to notice a big difference in your muscle length. All right, have a great one.